What is going on? I hope you are doing well. Good morning. It's got to be morning somewhere. And I say good morning because I hope your morning is going well. You're gonna have a better day than me, all right? Let's put that out there. You're 100% gonna have a better day than I have been having for the past month and a half. I reek of desperation and hopelessness. So, if you got a warm and comfortable bed to go home to, if you got a place where you're not about to lose, if you know that, that's what pissed me off, man. I was so looking forward to this summer, taking the kids to the beach, and now that we're losing our home, you just can't rest. Going to sleep sucks, waking up sucks. Everything is just consumed by stress and fear. So I pray that your day is going much better than mine. Much better than my past month. I just need God to give me one shot. One shot, that's all. And I'm grinding it out. I'm going for it. Everything. I'm applying to Stop and Shop, Costco, radio jobs. I'm going hardcore at YouTube. By the way, if you could hit subscribe, that would mean the world to me. I even love it when the trolls leave comments. I guess I call them trolls. People leaving comments like, you keep pausing your reaction videos to interrupt with your boring take. And I had to write this guy like, thank you for explaining a reaction video. So if you could hit that subscribe button, I appreciate it. I try to be entertaining. It's hard. You know what the hardest thing in the world is to put on a smile when you feel like dying inside. But I'm here. And if you can tell by the title, I was just reading a news story about Donald Trump telling Stormy Daniels she reminds him of his daughter. Mind you, this is a dude who, when he paid Stormy Daniels to be quiet about their incident, there have been so many police and ambulances going by today. This is weird. Viva la revolution. Get the Molotovs out. So, remind you, this is a dude who's well loved by the Christian right, by these pastors and whatever, who while he was married went and had a whatever he did, an escapade, as Paula Abdul said, had an escapade with Stormy Daniels, and then paid her to be quiet, so it would not even affected the outcome of the election. I think it would have helped him. And this dude's in court over it, and he's got all these quote-unquote religious people. I don't think they're really religious. I think they use that as an excuse to flex their power, their voting bloc power. But it's just so weird to me. And listen, don't get me wrong. Jesus hung out with hookers and tax collectors and murderers and all sorts of the... What's that cantina where the scum and villainy hang out in Star Wars? But essentially, Jesus was hanging out in that cantina where all the ruthless mercenaries hung out. So by no means do I not think Jesus would have, hung out around people that were doing this kind of stuff, but he would have been like, you got to change the way you're living, and we haven't seen that. In fact, this is like a long trial of Trump's infidelities and grab him by the wah-wah. I just can't get over the fact that this dude's saying Stormy Daniels remind him of his daughter, and people are like, yeah, I support that dude. Like, just the creep factor alone, just the creep factor should be turning people off. And you got people at church saying, like, this is the one and only savior. Weird thing to say. Weird thing to say when he's like, I'm the one and only. And they're like, yeah. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. I go live every weekday. God, I'm so depressed. Oh my God, I can't. It's so hard to fucking do anything. Oh. And then you read about this dude who's groping women and meeting them for spankings with his own magazine in these escapade hotel rooms. And people are following him like a legion. It's a cult, no matter what. And it's only a cult about power. They just want power. That's the funniest part about all this stuff to me. The people who are like, we're the land of the free, but we want a guy who tells everybody what to do and makes laws that you gotta be restricted on what you can do with your body. We're doomed. We're doomed, not only as a country, but as a civilization and a species. We got people getting duped by this dude. He's a fraudster. He's a huckster. He's a 2-bit salesman. And he sold so many people. But it irritates me that people think like somehow he's religious. And I mean, just think about the details. Whether or not you think Stormy Daniels is telling the truth, I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's enough things that he said. There's enough photos of his daughter sitting on his lap. There's enough audio clips of him talking about his daughter where like the creep factor is 100. Okay? Maybe 110 on a scale of 1 to 10. His creep factor's at 110. I just want you to think, if anybody else said this, all right? This is how I would position it. Think about somebody you didn't like, okay? Somebody you didn't like was in this position, right? Somebody you did not like. They had a wife, kids, and they were meeting Stormy Daniels on an escapade and said, "You remind me of my daughter." And this was somebody who you didn't like. You had no allegiance to. How would you feel? I feel like this should be a YouTube expose. I should be watching like Nerd City do an expose on like the scumminess and villainy of this guy. And somehow he's got support of half the churches in America. These churches are morons. I hate to say it. Iterative growth. The likelihood of reaching his status without some such shit is very low, in my opinion. What is his status, though? You know, his status is built upon his dad's wealth, like so many people. Generational wealth props them up. Too big to fail. He's a perfect TV. Rob, the YouTube bro. Cartoot. I like your name, Cartoot. What does that mean? Do you do YouTube? Do either of you guys in the chat do YouTube? Iterative growth? That sounds like a fascinating channel, and Cartoot sounds like a hilarious name. Sounds like I would call somebody. What time is it there? Because it's night here. Where are you that it's nighttime? I'd give anything to have it be nighttime right now. My God. These days are insufferable. But yeah, listen, to go on iterative growth, that's hard to say your name. Iterative. I feel like it should be Spanish and roll my R's. But listen, Donald Trump, fuck, what is he known for? Selling a book he didn't write, his daddy's real estate ventures that he got to compound. Think about this. Donald Trump sold water. He had a plane. He had a casino. He sold steaks. Do you see any of that shit around? No, he's horrible at fucking what he does. All he can sell is a fake dream, a fake promise. He sells people BS and they buy it and he skirts the fuck out. Just like he's done in the past 8 years that we've seen. And this isn't a joke. Ask anybody, ask any contractor that's worked for him if he pays them on time or at all, okay? And that's my thing. It's like, just look at... Man, I don't support genocide. That's how I answer that question. I don't support any genocide. India. Oh, damn. India. That's what. I've met quite a few Boston Robs. I hope they're all awesome. I'm probably not going to be your favorite one. Just the way my life's going. God keeps repeatedly kicking me in the dick. And I just ask him to ease up for a bit. But he doesn't want to stop. I think he's up there laughing at me right now. He's like, look at this fool. Let me jerk him around a little bit. Sorry, I'm having a tough one. I work for no money, $5 an hour, because I need health insurance. We're losing our home. I'm just absolutely coming undone. I feel like somebody pulled my thread and I'm losing my mind. You're watching somebody have a meltdown. Congratulations, hit the like button. Is this what YouTube's about? Is this what YouTube's about? So Cartoot, I hope that answers your question. I do not support... Oh, speaking of that, oh, and by the way, I left the article. I always try to leave the article down in the description. But if you haven't seen Macklemore's, he dropped a new song called Heinz Hall. It's amazing. I would highly suggest listening to that. Listen, I gotta wrap this up. I hate to go, but I'm starting to come undone. I'm really having a hard time mentally. I really am, like, no joke. Everybody says, oh, it's okay to not be okay, until you start saying, like, I'm really not okay. I'm having a fucking hard time today. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this angry. The article in the description about Stormy Daniels, I'm fucking losing it. God damn it. I'm so angry right now at this country. People don't care about each other no more. Don't care about everybody's like, oh, you don't work hard enough. Get a third job. Is that the American dream? 3 jobs, fucking to pay rent? Fuck this place. I'm sorry. I gotta get off this. Natasha, I gotta get the fuck off here. I'm fucking having a hard time today. I'm really having a hard time. You just sometimes want to lose it. Tommy Boy. I gotta go watch the Tommy Boy movie. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks.